Hey everybody, welcome to the Saturday Matinee. I try to recreate the old days in the movie theater. You know, matinee was a day show, and usually on Saturday, get the kids out of the house, and it would consist of usually a cartoon, a movie serial, and a movie or two. I'm doing just one movie, but we're going to start off with a little newsreel that I found on UFOs. It's obviously from the 40s or 50s. There's hardly any info at all I could find. All it says at the very beginning is narrated by Dwight West, and it's a Warner Pathe newsreel. So that's all I know. It's just kind of a short little thing that's kind of caught my eye. And then we're going to go straight into Captain Fathom. It's an animated show from Cambria Studios. It has the Synchro-Vox with the human lips superimposed on top of artwork. And they made Clutch Cargo, they made Space Angel, and this is Captain Fathom. And Captain Bill Fathom is his name. He runs the Argonaut, this submarine, and it's a super duper sub, you know. And he has a crew, and they explore the ocean floor, you know, looking for fighting sea monsters, buried treasure, fighting sea pirates, you know. So it's a real fun show, similar in like Clutch Cargo or Johnny Quest. So anyway, let's get into it. But the first thing up is this Mystery of the UFOs newsreel. So see if you like it.
In France, like America, the flying saucer mystery makes headlines. A young Frenchman photographed this flying saucer, or is it, from a mountainside in central France. Military officials, suspecting that the object was a meteorological balloon, send one aloft and photograph it. But comparison shows a striking contrast, and puzzled officials wonder, what was it? In Washington, ghost-like objects dart across the radar screen at the CAA Traffic Control Center at National Airport for several hours, traveling more than 100 miles an hour. Air Force jet fighters spend several hours chasing the objects plotted on the radar scope. General Sanford, Air Force Intelligence Director, confirms that the objects are not secret American weapons and reiterates the Air Force's obligation to investigate.
In pursuit of this obligation, since 1947, we have received and analyzed between 1,000 and 2,000 reports that have come to us from all kinds of sources. Of this great mass of reports, we have been able adequately to explain the great bulk of them, explain them to our own satisfaction. However, there have been a certain percentage of this volume of reports that have been made by credible observers of relatively incredible things. It is this group of observations that we now are attempting to resolve. We have, as of date, come to only one firm conclusion with respect to this remaining percentage, and that is that it does not contain any pattern of purpose or of consistency that we can relate with to any conceivable threat to the United States.
Captain Fathom. Baron of Shark Island.
Captain, it's Suzette.
Activate the speakers.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Suzette.
Mon capitaine,
What is it, Suzette?
it is Biff. He has vanished.
I do not see him anymore. He was helping me gather the specimens and voila, he is gone. This is not like him, no?
Well, use your whistle.
I did, mon capitaine. He does not answer.
Well, maybe you ought to get back to the Argo, Suzette. He'll turn up later.
Oui, mon capitaine. I...
What the... Suzette, are you all right?
Come in, Suzette. What is it? What's wrong?
Take over, Scotty. Ronnie, get out my gear.
Yes, sir.
Suzette, can you hear me? Come in, please.
Unknown to Captain Fathom, Suzette has been captured by two mysterious figures. She is hustled off to a small island, hideout of the Baron.
We shall do our best to make you feel at home, my dear. Please do not be concerned.
Captain Fathom will fix your wagon for this, Monsieur Baron.
My dear girl, unless I am very much mistaken, the good captain should be leaving the Argonaut just about now.
Unaware that a trap has been set for him, Captain Fathom swims toward the spot where Suzette has been captured.
See anything, sir?
I found her pickaxe, Ronnie. Have you made contact with Biff yet?
No, sir. Not a whimper.
Well, keep trying. A mysterious underwater light attracts Fathom's attention. That light? There seems to be a cave of some sort. An undersea's entrance. Ronnie, are you tuned in?
Yes, sir.
I'm going into an opening here. I may be cut off from you for a bit. I'll make contact later.
Yes, sir. Watch yourself.
Just as Fathom gets into the cave. Trapped. I might have known.
Stand by. You should be surfacing into the tank any moment.
Ja, mein Herr.
Our friends will be sure to reward us favorably for this specimen.
Now what?
Welcome, Captain Fathom. We meet once again.
Well, Baron von Rauschmidt.
Yes, Baron von Rauschmidt. You may speak. I can hear you perfectly well.
What have you done with Suzette?
The girl, she is comfortable. But you should be more concerned about your other friend.
My other friend?
Your porpoise. Observe, there on the operating table. He is under an anesthetic.
Biff, what are you doing to him? If you've harmed him, Baron...
An experiment, Captain. We are being paid by our friend to find out how a porpoise uses his radar equipment. Knowing how much you think of your pet, it would be cool to have you see what happens to him.
You're all heart, Baron, even though you're rotten clear through.
Enough of this. Open the lock.
Shark. Oh, boy.
Farewell, Captain.
Suzette had been captured by the sinister Baron von Rauschmidt and taken into a secret cave beneath his island fortress. Captain Fathom follows and finds himself trapped within a large glass tank located in the Baron's workroom. And now Captain Fathom finds to his dismay that the Baron is about to perform an inhuman operation upon Biff, the mascot of the Argonaut. The Baron releases a hungry shark into the tank with Captain Fathom, and he watches helplessly as the mighty sea beast swims for the kill. Only one chance. This has to work.
You have a weak stomach, Karl. Why don't you watch?
Sorry, mein Herr.
No!
Very clever. I admire your inventiveness, Captain Fathom.
You haven't seen anything yet, Baron. Watch.
Quick! Close the lock! Drain the tanks!
Ja, Baron.
How foolish of you, Captain Fathom. Your cleverness is for nothing. Wait a minute! He's gone! Sound the alarm! Mach schnell, Dummkopf!
Meanwhile, back aboard the Argonaut, an alarm sounds.
It's Captain Fathom.
Praise be.
Go ahead, Captain.
I'm back at the entrance of the cave. Remember the Baron?
He's caught Suzette.
And Biff. Now, here's what I want you to do. Meanwhile, back inside his island hideout, the Baron prepares for his sinister operation.
Have they found him?
Not yet, Herr Baron. He may be at the entrance.
Release the sharks! He can't fight them all!
Jawohl.
I can delay no longer. Operation. We must remove the sonar from this mammal.
Well, as the Baron prepares to operate on Biff, the Argonaut slips through the sea. Aboard, Scotty gives a strange order.
Stand by the surface. Prepare to attack.
Aye, sir.
All set here, Scotty.
Blow the tanks.
As the Argonaut comes to the surface, the crew awaits Scotty's next order.
Surface.
Range, Miss Perkins.
You want his house?
No. Give me the palm tree support.
Right. Bearing 360. Range 2,000 yards.
Fire!
We are under attack.
Who is it? Check the window.
Madam Submarine, Mynheer.
So, he made it back, eh? Quick, man your stations.
As the Baron and his men race from the room, Captain Fathom prepares to rescue Biff.
There, old fellow. You're going to be all right. I've got to get you back into the sea. I only hope I'm in time.
The mighty Argonaut toward the Baron's island fortress.
Ready? Fire! That does it. All hands stand by to dive.
Yes, sir.
That was close.
Dive, dive!
And at the entrance to the Baron's underwater cave.
All right, Biff. Let's go.
Now, as Fathom and Biff head out to sea, they make contact with their mighty Argonaut.
Ahoy, Argonaut.
We read you, Captain. Where are you?
We've left the island and are heading due south, about 1 mile out. Can you pick us up?
We're on our way, Skipper. Stand by to come about.
As Captain Fathom and Biff make their way back to the Argonaut, they're closely pursued by the Baron's ever-present sharks. Fortunately, they arrive at the Argonaut just in time to elude them. Then, as the huge atomic submarine gets underway...
You had us worried, Skipper.
Did you see Suzette, Captain?
No, they've got her hidden somewhere on the island.
You're not going back in that cave, Skipper.
Stand by to launch the Sea Dart. Let's see if we can't surprise them from the air.
Meanwhile, at the Baron's hideout, an interesting new development takes place.
Herr Baron, a fishing trawler approaches.
So, our friends have arrived. They will help us, Karl. Contact the captain. I wish to speak to him.
At once, Herr Baron.
The innocent fishing trawler is, in reality, a floating laboratory under the supervision of Captain Stanislaus Mihailovich.
I understand, Comrade Baron, but we cannot risk an international situation because of your stupidity. Your request is refused.
It will be interesting to see what your superiors think of your actions, Mihailovich.
But all I am to do is pick up the sonar information you've been developing. I have not been given instructions regarding any such.
Unless you help me to destroy Captain Fathom, you will get no information, and I shall immediately contact comrade.
Wait. You must give us time to consider the situation.
I must have your answer at once.
One moment, Comrade Baron. We are sorry, Comrade Baron, but the situation now calls for the utmost discretion on our part.
What do you mean by that?
You are about to be attacked. We will stand by to watch what happens.
Hello. What is the matter with these people? He cut me off.
He said we were about to be attacked, Herr Baron.
I knew it. Sound the alarm. Captain Fathom is returning.
Over the island, Ronnie. Stand by.
Yes, sir.
Now remember, once I've landed, you take the Sea Dart and wait for me at the cave entrance.
Gotcha, sir. You have your equipment?
Affirmative. Hold her steady. Here I go.
As Captain Fathom drops from the Sea Dart, he uses all the skill at his command to fly toward the Baron's hideout.
Boy, I hope this works.
Karl, all approaches covered?
Ja, Mynheer. We give him good reception this time.
Suzette has been captured by the sinister Baron von Raschmidt and is imprisoned within his secret island fortress. The Baron is contacted by a seemingly innocent trawler commanded by Stanislaus Mihailovich and is informed that Captain Fathom and his Sea Dart is about to attack the island. But the intrepid captain has a more clever plan. He instructs Ronnie to take over the controls of the Sea Dart, climbs out of the speeding craft, and using his bird suit, jumps into space. Captain Fathom flies toward the Baron's hideout. If he misses the island, he will land directly in front of the Baron's watchdogs, tremendous sharks that guard the Baron's fortress. Watch.
He made it. Wow.
All right, Ronnie. Get going. Now for phase 2.
Inside the Baron's hideout, Suzette shouts for the guard.
Hey, you, guard. What is happening? I wish to speak to the Baron.
Nicht gesprochen, the Amerikaner.
I've got to get out of here.
Nein, Fräulein.
Quick, Suzette. Where are the keys?
There, on the wall.
How to get you out of here?
I was so frightened, Monsieur Fathom.
We're not out of this mess yet. There. It's unlocked. Now follow me.
Meanwhile, Ronnie in the Sea Dart heads for the entrance to the undersea cave. There he awaits Captain Fathom and Suzette.
I'd better alert the Argo. Come in, Argo. This is Sea Dart.
Meanwhile, in the Baron's control room.
The prisoner has escaped, Herr Baron. It's Fathom. He's inside again. Seal all the passageways. Mach schnell, Dummkopf.
Jawohl, Herr Baron.
Uh-oh. They're onto us.
Now what do we do, Monsieur Fathom?
The Baron goes according to plan. We put into operation Phase 3.
And the Baron?
Open the valves. Flood the passageways.
Ja, mein Herr.
Mon ami, the water. We will drown.
Take a deep breath and follow me, Suzette. We'll have about 30 seconds to get out of here.
Hey, it worked.
Remind me to thank our underwater demolition team for that one, Suzette.
And I wish to thank you also, my dear Captain Fathom, for making your capture so simple for me.
The Baron.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Is this the end of Captain Fathom and Suzette? The opening to the Baron's hideout, not realizing that Captain Fathom and Suzette have again been captured.
What's keeping them anyway? The cave's so dark. If only... It's the Argonaut. Come in, Argo.
It's Biff, Ronnie. He's whistling up a storm. Nobody aboard can understand him.
Put him on intercom. I'll listen.
Right.
Got it. Let Biff out of the tank, Miss Perkins.
But the sharks.
He can take care of them. Let him go.
Right. Out here.
Well, what does this mean? What does Biff have in mind? Watch and see.
Here he comes. Good boy, Biff.
Pains me, my dear Captain Fathom. But you must realize I cannot afford the luxury of your company any longer.
Tell me all about it, Baron. We're in no particular hurry.
Once you and the girl are gone, we can easily take over your atomic submarine. My, friends will pay even more for the Argonaut than for the stupid sonar experiment.
Here's a boy, Herr Baron.
Quick, push them up the dock. Karl,
Jawohl, mein Herr.
release the rest of the sharks.
Jawohl, Herr Baron.
Here come the Baron sharks. Is this the end of Captain Fathom?
I've got to get the scuba gear to them before they drown.
As the hungry shark dives, Biff comes to the rescue.
Are you all right, sir?
Thanks to you and Biff. Can you breathe, Suzette?
Oui, mon capitaine. It was close, no?
I suggest we grab the Sea Dart and leave, sir.
Right. Back to the Argonaut. Now I'm mad. Range, Miss Perkins.
2,000 yards, dead ahead.
Stand by to fire, Scotty.
Aye, Skipper.
Biff aboard, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
Then fire. Take her topside, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
Ahoy! Can we give you water rats a lift?
Very funny, Captain. You may win the battle, but I shall win the war.
Drag 'em aboard, Scotty.
Aye, Skipper. I've got a nice warm anchor locker just waiting for 'em.
Ahoy, Captain Fathom. Greetings.
You fellows gonna be here long?
Just passing by, comrade. The fishing is very poor in these waters,
Right. Unless you like sharks, comrade.
We get the message, Captain. Perhaps we meet again, huh?
We'll see, comrade. We shall see.
Next up, we have Undersea Kingdom. It's a 12-part serial from Republic Pictures. It's the second of 66 serials made by Republic. And the plot is, following a suspicious earthquake and detecting a series of signals, Professor Norton leads an expedition with Crash Corrigan in his rocket submarine to the suspected location of Atlantis. Finding the lost continent, they become embroiled in a civil war, So this is chapter 2, and it has Lon Chaney and also Ray Crash Corrigan. So here we go, Undersea Kingdom.
Quick, the elevator. The elevator's down.
smoke will clear in a moment, Your Majesty.
Never mind. Even if he escaped the atom gun, his fall down the shaft will have killed him.
A detachment of Sheridan's men, but they reached the sacred city before we could get to them.
Any trace of those other two strangers from the upper world?
Well, the boy was recaptured by Sheridan's men, and the lieutenant disappeared. Answer that.
Imperial Stables.
The body of crushed Corrigan lies at the base of the elevator shaft. Remove it at once.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Corrigan has escaped. He's likely on his way to Sheridan for help, but it won't do him any good. As soon as you complete building suitable rocket motors, I'll take this tower with all of its scientific equipment to the upper world, where I'll either conquer or destroy it.
You're mad to think I'd help you to destroy my own people?
Perhaps you will change your mind. Prepare the transforming ray.
The black robes are coming!
Come to see the Holy Sheridan, High Priest of Atlantis.
The man lies. He's an escaped prisoner who slew one of our charioteers.
Seize him. He killed Anthony. He's a black robe.
I tell you, I got to see Sheridan.
Throw him in the dungeon. After him, men.
Sacred idol. He smashed it. Sacrilege.
An insult to Poseidon.
I insist on seeing the high priest.
Lock him in the dungeon.
Why did your father come to the Undersea Kingdom of Atlantis?
He didn't intend to. We were in our submarine when something went wrong. And the first thing we knew, we were here.
Oh, Exalted One, we have captured the stranger from the upper world.
That's Crash Corrigan, the man I've been telling you about.
What have you done with him?
I ordered him thrown into the dungeon with the other prisoners.
He didn't do anything.
He slew one of our charioteers.
Enough. Law is clear. Only life can pay for life. Lieutenant Corrigan shall be pitted against the captive Black Robes in mortal combat.
If it's a fair fight, I know Crash will win.
If he does, he shall be granted his freedom. Get the prisoners ready and summon the people.
There's no need for alarm. The transforming ray will not harm him, but merely bend his will to mine. When the professor has finished building the rocket motors that will carry this tower to the upper world, his mind will be restored.
The transformer is in readiness, Your Majesty.
Proceed with the transformation. Master, are you ready to build the rocket motors?
Yes, Master. Your word is law, Master.
Take him to the laboratory.
You monster! If Crash Corrigan were only
You
getting...
mean your friend, the lieutenant? He's in no position to help anybody. Perhaps you'd like to see. Watch closely.
back. Right over there. Back to the back. Get over there. Get over the back.
The gates are still open. We'll make our escape in this chariot.
We'll wait our chance.
Bring the sacred sword of victory.
Victor goes honor and freedom. The losers, death. Proceed. Your action is an insult to our God. The people will decide your fate.
Wait. Grab their high priest.
Minutes till showtime. Why not add to your enjoyment with a delicious confection and drink at our attractive refreshment stand? 2 minutes till showtime. Tempt your taste with the wide variety of mouth-watering snacks available at popular prices at our refreshment stand. Minute till showtime. Satisfy yourself with a thirst-quenching drink. Your favorite beverage awaits you at our refreshment stand. The show is about to start, folks, but the refreshment stand will remain open for your pleasure.
The film for today is The Man Who Changed His Mind from 1936. It's a Gainsborough film production out of England, and it was known by two other names, The Brain Snatcher and also The Man Who Lived Again. It stars Boris Karloff and Anna Lee. The plot goes like this. Dr. Lawrence, he's a mad scientist played by Boris Karloff, has been undergoing experiments with transferring minds, and he's an unstable guy in the first place. So his patron withdraws money support, and Boris is not pleased with this situation, so he does a few wild things. So let's see what Boris is up to in The Man Who Changed His Mind.
Well, that's the last time we shall operate together.
You sound very gloomy.
You're determined to go?
Quite.
I suppose in your language that means...
Quite.
Quite. Yeah.
And where's Dr. Wyatt going?
Into the wilds to work for a mad brain specialist.
Eccentric.
Dr. Lawrence of Genoa.
Well, his record is a little unorthodox.
It wasn't when I worked with him in Genoa.
You'll find it very different now. Anyway, take care of yourself.
I will.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, sister.
Seriously, Claire, I should think twice before going.
But why? Lorenz has done brilliant work.
No, not in the past 3 years. You know, they threw him out of Genoa. His ideas became impossible. There's something queer about him now.
There's always something queer about a genius.
You're set on going?
Quite.
I suppose in your language that means quite, eh?
Hello, why aren't you in Fleet Street?
I've been checking up on Lorenz, and he's not the kind of thing a young girl should know.
Dick, we've been over that before.
Oh, but you don't know the half of it. He's arrived in England with a couple of monkeys and claims he's discovering the human soul.
He wrote and asked me to go, and I'm going.
I've got a far better plan.
What?
Stay here and marry me.
Dick.
Oh, I know I mentioned it before, but you always get the answer wrong.
I must go, Dick. It's my job.
You're going to be awkward.
Not awkward, dear, just firm.
Well, in that case...
What's that for?
I'm coming with you.
You're doing nothing of the sort.
But you need someone to look after you.
Sorry, Dick, but I specialize in looking after myself.
Then I packed my bag for nothing.
I'm afraid so.
How I hate strong-minded women. You for the manor.
Yes.
Dr. Wyatt, I presume.
Didn't I tell you I could look after myself?
You did?
Well, then.
I persuaded my editor that there was a story in Lorenz and caught the train you missed.
You're very sweet, darling. But when I say a thing... Go on, driver.
Hey! What about my interview?
There isn't going to be an interview.
If the monkeys eat you, don't blame me.
Half a crown, miss.
Can't you take me to the door?
I don't go to that door.
The name is Clayton, one of the doctor's more hopeless cases. Come in. Intracranial cyst. Rare and very curious.
But I thought...
Go on, say it.
I thought that was always fatal.
Most to me is dead. The rest to me is damned. Lorenz manages to keep the residue alive. Why is his own affair?
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, don't worry about me. You'll find Lorenz in there.
Dr. Lorenz. I am glad to see you. I thought...
You're thinking that I am changed. You're right. I am changed. The leading surgeon in Genoa. The greatest authority upon the human brain, until I told them something about their own brains. Then they said I was mad. Look at me. Am I mad?
Is she to have a room?
Of course, there are lots of rooms. Take any one you like.
Haven't you a housekeeper?
Only Clayton, you've seen him.
And she was not amused.
Why did you send for me? You might have had an experienced scientist.
I don't want experienced scientists. Their minds are set. Like trains, they run only to the terminus and back again to the beginning. But I remembered you in Genoa. You were so young, a child, but you had faith in what was new and courage to face things. And now you shall work with me here, and I shall show you strange things about the mind of man. You will follow me without fear?
Without fear.
Well, did her ladyship like her room?
You didn't want her to come here.
I don't like women.
I had to have help in my work.
But why choose a woman?
She's a scientist.
A female scientist?
Well?
All tears and hysterics, and can't keep a secret.
She wanted to work with me, and she's going to.
Have you told her exactly what your work is?
Not yet.
Why not tell her? Then perhaps she may change her mind.
Hello!
Shh, go away.
Do you know why there are no servants in this house? Because they won't stay here. They were scared out of their lives.
How do you know?
Your cabbie told me.
Lorenz is a scientist with a great reputation.
Yes, you should hear what they say in the village.
I don't care what they say in the village.
Anyway, the whole thing seems fishy to me.
Will you please go?
I won't. I'll be at the Red Bull. Will you promise to send for me if anything happens?
All right, I promise.
Anyone there?
No? Why?
Sorry, I thought I heard voices. Good night.
Good night.
The great scientist's assistant washing up a coffee pot.
When did you wash it last?
Never.
I thought not.
Well, why wash it when it's never used for anything else?
You didn't like me coming here, did you?
You don't like me.
I'm sorry for you.
I wonder which revolts you most. My miserable body or my perverted mind. You think, why doesn't Lorenz let him die? Well, I'll tell you. Because I'm the only person who understands him.
I understand him.
You understand Lorenz? One day you'll realize how little you do.
You didn't know you told me all that?
I told you nothing.
I heard you.
Lucky Lorenz won't see it.
Why not?
They don't have no paper at the manor.
If I don't come back, drag the lake.
Where are you going?
The manor to enroll another certified reader.
Certified's right.
Hello. I came to see if you were still all right.
Well, am I?
Apparently. Come for a walk on the estate.
Listen, darling, you don't seem to realize I'm here on a serious job. You're just trying to make it more difficult.
I'm trying to make it impossible.
Well, don't. I promise I'll come back as soon as I can.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You don't like serious jobs.
On the contrary. All my own work. Take a look.
I will. Goodbye.
It's the first time you've taken any interest in food since you've been here.
It's the first time there's been any.
Come now. Let's get back to work.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
This may amuse you.
You told them all this?
Me? Why me?
How should I know? Your mind is as twisted as your body. Don't forget, if I leave out one injection...
I don't mind dying, but to be accused of journalism...
This is a very good story.
Yes, Lord Hazelwood.
I like it very much.
Yes, Lord Hazelwood.
You agree with me?
Yes, Lord Hazelwood.
Then why is it hidden away at the bottom of a column?
Of course, I know it was your son's story, but...
Nothing whatever to do with it. My son must be treated as if he were an ordinary person.
In my opinion, these stories...
Why have I spent a fortune on scientific research? Because in these days it's news.
But this fellow Lorenz, he...
News. Properly treated, front page news.
If you say so.
I don't say so, it's a fact.
But I have other views.
There are no other views.
Then what do you want us to do?
Nothing. You know I never interfere in the conduct of my papers.
Then we can forget Lorenz.
Most certainly not. I'm going down to see him myself.
A human brain. A brain like the one in here. The same color, appearance, everything. Only one difference. The thoughts in the brain, the personality, the mind are all missing.
The brain is dead.
That means only this, that what I call the thought content of the brain is gone forever. Until now, it has never been possible to, as it were, extract the thought content from a living brain and leave it alive but empty. I can do it. I can take the thought content from the mind of a living animal and store it as you would store electricity. Wait. See, he likes it. To him, it's just like going to sleep. Alive and well, but his mind is in there.
You say it is, but he looked just the same under an anesthetic. How can you prove it?
Would it prove it if I could take this mind and put it in the body of another animal?
Of course, but you can't.
Tonight I'm going to try for the first time. Now, the mind of the one ape is there. The other is there. I reverse the connection. has been changed over. Does that prove it? Each has got the mind of the other, the personality, the likes, the dislikes. The thing that if they were human beings, we would call the soul.
If they were human beings?
Why not?
You can't do that.
No. I can't do that.
It's 8-ball time, and for now, his new name is Otto. I like that name. That name could change. You know, he's a man of many faces. But I want to see how good of a weatherman he is. He's very talented. So, Otto, is it going to rain tomorrow? Let's see what he says. He says, very likely. I have my doubts about that, but we'll see.
Ah, Richard, I'm delighted to see you.
And I'm delighted to see you.
I came to congratulate you on your story.
All this way for that?
Precisely. It's good work, and I'm happy to acknowledge it as such.
Thank you, Father.
You seem on good terms with Lawrence.
Oh, charming fellow. He welcomed me with open arms.
Friendly, eh?
Absolutely.
I want you to introduce me.
I'm afraid I couldn't do that.
Why not?
Well, I've got to get back to London.
No, nonsense. You take me to see Lawrence. I'm looking forward to an interesting meeting.
You'll get it.
I'm sure I shall.
But all you have to do is to introduce yourself.
No.
Now, don't tell me he doesn't know who you are. The Hazelwood Institute. All you've done in the cause of science. He'll be delighted to see you.
Yes, perhaps you're right.
Father, I hope I am.
Hazelwood of the press.
Dr. Lawrence, good morning. Forgive my coming here unheralded, if I may use the term, but I imagine my name is not unknown to you.
I do not receive the press.
If you are thinking of my newspapers...
You're here to spy on me.
On the contrary, my dear sir, I am here to make you an offer.
I am not a journalist, and I am not for sale.
Were this a press visit, I should hardly have attended in person.
Then why are you here?
In the interests of science. You are a great scientist, one of the most distinguished.
Well?
In a small and humble way, I also worship at the shrine. Doubtless you've heard of the Research Institute, which bears my name, the biggest thing of its kind in Europe. It is at your disposal.
Any conditions?
None at all, except that our results should be given to the world.
Through the medium of the Hazelwood press?
Naturally.
My result will be revolutionary.
All the better. May I take it, Dr. Lawrence, that you agree?
You'll be sorry if you do.
I must work in my own way.
How can you work in this atmosphere?
If you refer to the smell of bacon, it is no obstacle to scientific research.
I must keep my freedom.
What freedom have you here? How can you work like this? You need the finest laboratory you can get. You must accept.
Very well. I accept.
Yes, very satisfactory, gentlemen. Very satisfactory. I venture to say that public interest has never run so high.
I'm a bit worried about some of the contents, Bills.
Why worried?
Don't you think they're a trifle flamboyant?
Nothing of the sort. By my express instructions, simplicity has always been our keynote.
I think they're definitely cheap.
Simplicity is never cheap. I look upon this as a mission of enlightenment, and we must ensure a proper impact upon the public. I shall wish you to write a special leader, something on science and the human mind, with perhaps a thoughtful mention of Freud, and a reference to the part my paper plays in furthering the process of evolution.
Splashing Lorenz.
Naturally. You might use a photograph. There's an excellent one of us taken together. We must never rest until we have made Lawrence a household word.
But no one knows what he's done. No one knows if he's any good.
I flatter myself that I know genius when I see it. In due course, I shall arrange for his results to be announced. The scientific world will be fully represented. Later, perhaps, you would like to consult with me as to the exact form the invitations will take. Oh, how do you do, Professor?
What are you going to infuriate me with this time?
Don't ask me, ask Lawrence.
Your laboratory he's using, isn't it?
Yes, specially equipped for him. And I think I can promise you a surprise.
I'm not partial to surprises.
You see, the flower of English science.
They seem to have wilted a little.
I take that as a personal insult. I'm a scientist myself.
Really?
All right. One of these days you'll be proud to know me.
Wouldn't you rather marry me instead?
Definitely not.
Definitely not?
Definitely not.
Have you seen Lawrence?
No, my lord.
Where is Lawrence? We start in precisely 3 minutes.
I'll go and find him.
Pull yourself up, boy.
The finest laboratory you can get. And you've sold yourself for it.
They're waiting for you. Hazelwood's having a fit.
I forgot I was busy. Why do they have to have this meeting now?
Where's your coat?
There. I dislike having to publish before the work is ready.
Now, don't you worry.
Well, why can't they wait till I'm finished? Now then, my notes. Where are they?
Here they are.
Oh, yes.
Now
There.
then. Nervous?
Why should I be?
Dr. Lawrence has been working for some weeks in the Hazelwood laboratories, and tonight we are privileged to hear his first account of the results he has obtained. Tomorrow they will be published in every organ of the Hazelwood press. Tonight it is for you to hear and to judge. I do not propose to stand any longer between you and Dr. Lawrence.
Lord Hazelwood, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a new knowledge of the human mind. A new conception of the relation of mind and body. A new power. My experiment. The experiments that I have described show that the mind, the thought content, can exist independently. The body is a mere receptacle, is in fact comparatively unimportant. They also show that that we now have the power to take the mind of one animal and transfer it into the body of another. After the change, the second animal will therefore assume the characteristics, the fears, the likes and dislikes of the first animal. This I have proved to be a fact. I have been able to take the mind of one chimpanzee and transfer it into the body of another.
May I ask a question?
If Professor Holloway wishes to ask questions, he really must wait until the lecture is over.
Well, in that case, are we to understand that you are serious in putting forward these views?
Entirely.
And you seriously maintain that the experiments you describe have actually taken place?
I do.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. If I'm lucky enough to pick up a taxi, I can get to Olympia by 10 o'clock. I understand the circus there is excellent.
Now you see what you've done with your ridiculous claims. I will go on. You must listen. You fools. You heard what I can do today. Now you shall hear what I can do tomorrow. All that has been done with animals can be done with man, with you. There is one of you who can't use what I can give you. Take your minds from your miserable fat bodies and put them into bodies that are strong and young. All right. When you lie on your deathbed, I shall laugh to think of all that you've reviewed.
You heard what I told them. I shall prove once and for all that I told the truth. We'll make the final experiment. This time on myself.
You can't do that.
Don't forget your promise to follow me without fear.
I know. But your own mind, it's sacred.
Sacred? Ask them in there. Come on, please. Where's Clayton?
I'm not going to help you.
But you must. Without you, it's impossible.
I know. That's why I'm not going to help you.
Oh, you two are against me.
You know I'm not. You don't know what you're doing. Tomorrow, everything will be different.
No, it won't be different. The only way to convince them is an experiment on man himself.
Then you must work alone. I can't stay with you.
You must. We work so well together. We understand each other. Don't you see? I can't work without you. What do you want?
You must be perfectly aware of what I want.
Lord Hazelwood.
Please excuse me. I wish to speak to Dr. Lawrence. I wish to speak to him alone. Dr. Lawrence, I am grieved, deeply grieved at what has occurred. This is a poor reward for the trust I placed in you. It is my painful duty to ask you to leave my institute.
You want to turn me out?
I have no choice.
And this is what comes of having anything to do with your filthy newspapers.
Please control yourself.
Go on with my work. I shall publish my results in my own way.
You do nothing of the sort. I hold the copyright, and I shall take possession of your papers.
I shan't give them up.
You won't be consulted. You signed an agreement. The law will enforce it.
You dirty swindler!
Violence won't help you.
You think you'll beat me? You and your money, will you have it? You haven't. When I leave here, I'll take all this with me.
On the contrary, it stays here, and tomorrow I shall have it destroyed.
I designed it. I built it.
With my money, in my institute. You used my name for the sort of quackery that wouldn't deceive a schoolboy. But now you're finished here, and your apparatus is trying to do exactly what I like with.
You shan't touch it.
I paid for everything. I paid for everything. I paid for everything.
The finest laboratory in the world, and you sold yourself for it.
Take possession of your papers. I paid for everything. Tomorrow it will be destroyed. Dr. Lawrence, you feel better?
Please forgive me. I spoke hastily. I was not quite myself.
Yes.
Perhaps I did claim to do too much. It was foolish of me to try to deceive you. Send me away if you like. Take back everything that you've given me. But first, I want to show you something.
I'm afraid it's quite...
I only ask you to stay one moment.
My time is valuable.
I won't waste it. Please sit down. I'm afraid this is the only chair I have to offer you.
You must understand that once my mind is made up...
You will not change it. Perhaps I can do it for you.
What's the meaning of this?
A new experiment, and you will be the subject of it.
Let me go! You'll suffer for this.
What are you afraid of? Quackery that wouldn't deceive a schoolboy?
What, Dr. Lawrence?
You said so yourself.
Dr.
You're
Lawrence!
fond of the sound of your own voice. Well, listen to it. This room that you so kindly built for me is entirely soundproof.
What are you going to do?
You called me a cheat and a charlatan. Now you're going to help in an experiment to prove that I am not. Let him change bodies with you, Clayton. Might be amusing, might be dangerous. I've nothing to lose. And his lordship is bursting with enthusiasm.
You can't do it! You can't do it! You can't do it! It's not
Clayton. Clayton.
Formerly the property of the first Baron Hazelwood. Not bad. Trifle fat in the usual places. Let's hope that mind will triumph over matter. Walk. Walk? Walk! Don't rush me. I haven't touched anything for 30 years. A much overrated occupation. Hazelwood, I wish you'd treat my body with more consideration. After all, you're only the temporary tenant.
Temporary? Why temporary? Hazelwood came here to throw me out, to smash all this. But if you remain Hazelwood...
Why not? I don't grudge Hazelwood my body. He deserves it.
He needn't have it long. I don't have to go on keeping him alive.
No, it's murder!
Exactly, my lord. The perfect murder. Death from natural causes.
In the meantime, thanks for the sound body.
Dead.
That settles it.
Settles more than you'd think. I meant my work to be given to the world, to be used for the common good. But they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't believe me. They laughed at me. All right. I'll keep it to myself. I'll use it for myself. And I'll use it for my own ends.
Here's some interesting Boris Karloff trivia. He was so unknown when the movie Frankenstein came out in 1931. He wasn't even invited to the premiere. He was very unknown. And Boris was also a very late bloomer. He didn't appear in Frankenstein until he was 44 years old. I thought that was surprising. Another interesting note is Christopher Lee was Boris's next-door neighbor for many years. I did not know that one. So anyway, back to the show.
Yes?
Cashier?
Good morning, Lord Hazelwood.
Good morning. I want some money.
Certainly. The usual amount?
Yes, I suppose so. Send it straight up. Better make it double.
Very good, Lord Hazelwood.
And my devotion to this great organ is not merely a matter of pounds, shillings, and pence. Semicolon. It is something deeper, which inspires me, as I know it inspires you, to dedicate my life, capital L, to its service.
From the cashier's office, my lord.
Oh, thank you.
I think you'll find it correct.
I hope so. I hope so. Good morning.
This is Thursday, Lord Hazelwood.
Yes, of course. Thursday.
I take it you were expecting us.
Well, not exactly.
I hope you're not thinking of discontinuing these meetings.
Most certainly not.
Well, what business have we? First and foremost, the Lorenz affair. Now, in view of last night's unfortunate development, I've taken the liberty of toning down the story.
Of course, we shall have to change the leader.
Why?
My leader on the benefits of science would seem a trifle out of place.
I suggest we might get out of it gracefully if we gave Lorenz a nervous breakdown.
Good idea. And get his doctor to order him away.
Somewhere remote.
I disagree. It is most important that he should continue his experiments.
You're not going on with this man?
Most certainly I am.
The fellow's a charlatan.
How do you know?
You told me so last night.
Did I? I judged hastily. Let this be a lesson to you. Never judge hastily.
But we can't go on.
I agree that at the moment too much publicity would be embarrassing to us all, particularly myself. But Lawrence will continue to work under my protection. By the way, you might arrange to let him have an extra couple of thousands for expenses.
But Lord Hazel...
The matter is closed. Nothing more?
Yes, there is. You promised us at the last meeting a declaration of policy.
Did I?
Isn't that so, Miss Briggs?
Why, yes, Mr. Gray.
If Miss Briggs says so.
Are we to continue to press the Prime Minister?
Always press the Prime Minister.
And what about the point Mr. Gray raised last time?
Exactly.
My view is unaltered.
I don't remember you expressing any view.
Mr. Gray, if you cannot remember what I told you, you can hardly expect me to repeat it all now.
What about page 7?
Well, what about page 7?
You promised me a decision today.
I pay you to make decisions. You must make up your mind yourself.
Well, if you're leaving it to me...
You really intend Mr. Saunders to control page 7?
It's not a new province.
That's the
What am I going to do?
It means an entirely new makeup.
Gentlemen, please! I have never been spoken to like this in my life. What do our private feelings matter? I, too, have my objections, but my devotion to this great organ is something deeper, which inspires me, as I know it inspires you, to dedicate my life with a capital L to its service. Thank you, gentlemen. That will be all, Miss Briggs?
Miss Briggs?
Yes? What's the matter?
Why, that's the first time you've called me Miss Briggs since Ostend.
Hazelwood. I'm afraid I shall have to find out a little more about you.
Well, this is the last time I shall go in here.
Now, don't get sentimental. Hurry up and get your things.
All right.
Oh. I didn't know you were still here. What happened last night?
I contrived to convince Lord Hazelwood of the truth of my theories.
You're going on with your work here? On human beings?
Not even you can stop that.
In that case...
You're not going to leave me. This new power, I can share it only with you, for you alone are worthy to receive it. Today I see you clearly for the first time. Now I know why I wanted you to work with me, and you know why you have to stay.
No.
I understand, I'm old, but don't you see with this new power I needn't remain old? I can take a new body, a young body, and keep my own brain. And you too. You won't always be young. When you grow old, I can give you a new body. Think of it. I offer you eternal youth, eternal loveliness. Poor Dick.
Lorenz was there. You know, he's changed. Something's happened to him.
Probably a touch of liver.
I told him I was going to marry you.
You are?
Yes, I think I am now.
Educated Eton and Trinity Cambridge. Very gratifying. I'm learning a lot about myself.
Please pay attention.
If Hazelwood is to have a future, he must know his past. Married Frances Amelia. Sounds interesting. No, sorry, she's dead.
Clayton, will you listen to me?
Do you realize you're addressing the man who made 60 against Oxford in 1900?
I want your son to come here.
Hobbies, hard work. Oh, what a pompous ass I am.
I want your son to come here.
Why?
I think it's time I met him.
I feel it's time I met him myself. We'll invite him. What's his first name?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Bates. Surprised to see me? Yes, sir. I'm going to get married, and I think my father ought to know. Congratulations, sir. Hello?
Yes?
Don't look at me like that. I've come for a father's blessing.
Oh, come in, my boy. Delighted to see you. I was just phoning you.
You're in good form tonight.
Never felt better in my life. Have a cigar?
Thanks, but I'm still a non-smoker.
Oh, yes, of course. I was thinking of someone else. Oh, this is Dr. Lawrence.
Good evening, Doctor.
I've heard all about you from my assistant.
Oh, yes, that's why I'm here. I want to marry her.
Oh, and what would you expect your father to say to that?
I wish I knew.
And what does the doctor say to it?
I think you'd make a splendid couple. You don't look as though you'd had a day's illness in your life, have you?
Not that I remember. Have I?
Not that I remember.
Ah, a sound mind and a sound body.
I shouldn't be too sure about the mind.
You play games?
Yes, I played rugby at Cambridge.
Any rowing?
A little.
Heart stand up to it all right?
What is this, a medical examination?
You must excuse me, I'm a doctor, you know. Well, I think I can safely leave you two to talk over family matters. I must get back.
Thinking up some new gadget, I suppose.
Exactly. I'll show it to you sometime. Good night.
Good night. You and Lorenz seem pretty thick these days.
He's a brilliant fellow. Have a drink?
Thanks. I hope he's looking after you all right.
Me? Why me?
That's what he's here for, isn't it?
Hmm.
Remember what Dr. Thornhill told you?
Yes, of course.
Is the heart still bumping?
Yes, I suppose so.
I hope you're taking that stuff he gave you.
Yes.
Well, take care of yourself. I'm in no hurry to inherit the title.
I'm in no hurry to part with it. You don't think I'm looking any worse, do you?
No.
Perhaps I have been overdoing it a bit lately.
Hey, what about that?
What?
I thought all alcohol was strictly forbidden.
Yes. I thought the occasion called for a drink.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a date with Claire. I mustn't keep her waiting. Good night, Father.
Good night, my boy.
I don't blame you for breaking out, but take it easy.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
I hope I'm not late.
Exactly 9.5 minutes. I shall be quarter of an hour. Sit down, I'm busy.
I dropped in on the way to break the news to my esteemed father.
Did you leave peaceably or were you assisted?
Oh, most peaceably. He was full of fun. Practically gave us his blessing.
That's a bit of a change, isn't it? For him, I mean.
A change? Why, he was a different person.
What do you mean?
Well, he's never exactly fawned on me. We've lived mostly in splendid isolation. But tonight he was quite human.
Was Lorenz there?
Yes. He's a queer fellow. Father and he seem as thick as thieves. When I arrived, I thought I was for it. The old man looked at me as if he'd never seen me before. But he soon came round.
Did you notice anything else queer?
Well, now you mention it, he did seem to be spreading himself a bit, doing all the things the doctor told him not to. He wasn't worrying about his heart at all until I reminded... What's the matter?
Do you mind if we don't go out tonight?
Why ever not?
Please don't ask me now. I'll tell you later.
What on earth's the matter?
Listen, darling, I want you to go. There's something I must find out. It may be nothing.
But Claire...
Please, Dick, you must trust me.
Of course I trust you.
I'm dreadfully sorry, darling. I'll explain everything later.
You'll have to.
Will you get me a taxi, please?
I knew you'd come back.
I want to ask you something.
Anything wrong?
What has happened to Lord Hazelwood?
So far as I know, nothing.
What have you done to him?
I don't understand.
He's your friend now.
Why not? After Clayton died.
Clayton?
It's only a matter of time.
So Clayton died.
I'm afraid so.
And now Hazelwood's your friend.
I don't see the point.
Do you think I don't realize what you've done?
Well, just what have I done?
You always believed you could exchange human minds.
I still do.
Because you've done it. With Clayton and Hazelwood.
You can't be serious.
Why did Clayton die?
Well, his was a hopeless case. You know that as well as I do.
You could have kept him alive.
Well, yes. I'll tell you the truth. When you left me, you made it impossible for me to experiment upon myself. Clayton was an incurable invalid, tired of life.
You used him.
Yes.
Him alone. And he died.
I'm afraid the shock was too great for him.
Dick says his father's changed. A different man.
I was there myself. I saw nothing unusual.
I prefer to believe his own son.
You're not easy to convince.
No.
How can anybody prove whether you're right or wrong? After all, Hazelwood is here, physically and mentally.
Mentally?
Of course.
Tomorrow I'm going to see Hazelwood, and I'm taking Dick too. If he is Clayton...
You still suspect me?
Yes, I do.
And this is to be a test?
It is.
Let me tell you...
There's no need. Tomorrow I shall find out.
Tomorrow. I've been looking for you. Now, this is important. I want you to... What's the matter? You look as though you'd seen a ghost.
I have. My own.
Do you mean?
You remember how Hazelwood laughed in my body before he died?
Well?
I found out why. He was in my dressing room.
Heart disease.
Yes, Hazelwood knew. That's why he laughed. Probably the only joke he ever saw in his life. From my crippled body to Hazelwood's diseased body. From the frying pan into the fire. You must do another experiment. Only this time give me a sound body.
Whose?
His son. My son. Dick Hazelwood.
What?
I've got it all worked out. He has Hazelwood's will, leaving everything to Dick. I shall inherit my own fortune. Rather pretty, eh? We've only to get him to the Institute and you can do the rest.
Yes. I can do the rest.
A big story. It'll have to be to get me out at this hour. All right, if it's as important as all that, I'll come down to the Institute right away.
Coming? The true journalistic instinct gets it from me, you know. So come along. You'll need time. What are you waiting for?
We're not going.
Oh, why not?
I shall not perform an experiment on you.
Why not?
It doesn't suit me.
Don't be temperamental. And don't think I'm threatening you. But I am in rather a strong position, thanks to you. As Hazelwood, I own the place you work in. I pay for your food, cigarettes, everything. You're absolutely dependent on me. And having been a cripple for 30 years, I've rather a nasty nature. A word from me and you'll be discredited. A charlatan. No, I know you don't like the word, but we wouldn't mince matters in the Hazelwood press. Where would you go then? Back to Genoa? So all things considered, I think we'll go to the laboratory.
I shall go, but you will not.
Oh? Why not?
Because you won't take part in this experiment. Because you'll be dead. There's no further need for you. Thanks to you, the boy's on his way to the Institute. Well, I'll take his body and he'll take mine. A body that'll be hanged for murder.
You rang, sir?
Yes. Please do not disturb Lord Hazelwood for the moment.
Very good, sir. His hot milk at the usual time?
At the usual time. Oh, excuse me, officer. Could you tell me the time?
About 10 before 10, sir.
Thank you. It's a nice night, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Hello? Will you get me Welbeck 3677?
night, Jimmy.
Good night, sir.
Hazelwood Institute.
I'm sorry I'm a bit early, sir, but... Give me the police.
Good night. Hello, is my father here yet?
Come in. He'll be here directly.
What's this new story he's after?
He'll tell you that himself. Cigarette?
No, thanks.
Oh, I forgot. You don't smoke, do you?
Is that the new gadget you were talking about?
Yes. Let me show you. Now, suppose I'm experimenting on two animals. These show how the experiment is progressing. The mind of one slowly filtering into the mind of the other.
It's all rather beyond me.
Yes, I suppose it is.
What are these for?
They're used to measure the beat of the animal's heart. I have to watch that, you know.
I'm sorry for the animals.
One's always sorry for the animals. So you see, when I want to work the controls automatically, I use this, and it works by itself.
That's clever. I can't imagine how you people ever think of these things.
When one has a purpose, it makes all the difference.
Hello?
Do you know where Mr. Hazelwood is?
He's gone out. Hazelwood Institute.
What are you doing? Let me out of this.
Not yet. I need something first. Don't you see? I take your body, your name, and Clara. And you take mine. The body of the man the police will hang for murder. The body of the man who killed Hazelwood. Killed? I killed him in his study an hour ago. And I left plenty of evidence to prove that Lorenz is the murderer. But by the time the police get here, you will be Lorenz.
Let me out! Let me out of this! Let me out! Let me out!
You're safe. I thought... You! Where's Dick? What have you done with him? Where is he?
way. Claire,
How is he?
there's no hope.
How long will it be?
Matter of minutes.
But it's not Lorenz. Lorenz is up there. Don't you see? He's done what he said he could.
And this is...
Dick Hazelwood. And he's dying. He's dying.
Better get a statement if we can. You go along with him to the hospital.
Listen, I've watched Lorenz. I could do the experiment. Undo what he's done.
There isn't time.
There's a chance. There must be a chance. We've got to get him in there.
Sorry, miss. We're taking him to hospital. He's under arrest. He killed Lord Hazelwood.
Killed?
Get him into the ambulance.
You must help me. You must. You must.
I'm from the hospital. I take full responsibility.
I'm sorry, sir.
But I'm a doctor. Immediate treatment here may save a man's life. Will you give me 20 minutes?
All right. 20 minutes. Come on.
All right, turn on the oxygen.
The heart's failing. Be quick, he's sinking.
Claire. Claire. Please forgive me. You were right. The human mind is sacred. I want you to promise me something. Destroy all this. This power is too dangerous. Promise me.
I promise.
Strange. Strange that only in death I should be believed.
Well, I hope you guys liked the show. The trivia question earlier was, how many stars does Lon Chaney Jr. have on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? And the answer is 0. I guess there's a campaign going to get him a star, but I was surprised to see he has 0 stars. But anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. If you can hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And I hope you had a good time, and see you soon. Take care.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.